Well, it seems that I have done it again. After my last video, I was speaking with my buddy Paul, der Holzschneider. He's the one that made that amazing slip from my 44 Gabon ebony that I showed on my last video. And he said, Joe, I got a couple knives I think you're going to want to take a look at. And he sent me some pictures, and sure enough, we worked out a trade. And I just got a slip from DHL last night telling me they're in. So let's go ahead and get these knives. Let's get them back home, and I'll open them up for you on camera. How does that sound? See you in a bit. All right, guys, back up at the headquarters. I'm super excited about this unboxing. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. Wanted to show off the slip one more time, made by der Holzschneider. Very impressive work. And here's the knife that I traded rule number 9 that I talked about in my last video. So make sure you go and check that out. But yeah, there should be 2 knives in this box. And I covered up the addresses, and you guys can see I got some new stickers made. If you're interested in a sticker swap, something like that, let me know down in the comments. We can make something happen for sure. I'd actually like to get some more of the YouTubers that I know that have stickers. I would like to get some of their stickers. I'm having a booger every time getting in here. Yeah, so like I said, there should be 2 knives. Let me just move this off camera real quick. Should be 2 knives, and I believe I got a little note. I will save the note for off camera because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to read it on camera. Oh man, I can see the 2 knives here. Let me read this real quick. I'll put the knives out here. Oh man, oh man. I guess I can read this on camera. He says, small gift for you, your daughter, or your wife. Says he carved it from olive wood. Sorry, I'm trying to open this up. Well, joke's on me. Oh, there it is. I was going to say there's nothing in here. Check that out. Yeah, I've mentioned that he is a very talented man. I can't stress that enough. Definitely head over to his Instagram, give him a follow, and see if he can make something cool for you. All right, so what do you guys want to see first? Thank you very much for this. This is very cool. I think I'm going to give this to my daughter. Very cool. Thank you very much for that. Let's go with the Queen, or I'm sorry, the Schatt Morgan. This is a vintage one. This is from 1997. Check that out. American pocket knives. File and wire tested. Cutlery, do we have a model number? Now, file and wire tested means that this particular knife has gone through 2 separate quality control tests. The first test being the file test, and that is as soon as the blades are done with the heat treatment, the cutler will run a file across either the edge or the spine of the blade, and if it skates right across, it passes the test. If the file were to bite in or to catch into the steel, they would say that the heat treat was not a success. The wire test is they would take a wire, typically soft metal, copper or mild steel, and they would cut that wire with the knife. And if the edge was not deformed or damaged in any way, they would say that it passed the test. So this particular knife has passed the file test as well as the wire test. This is blue bone, blue jigged bone with that keystone shield. Beautiful knife. I really like the canoe pattern. I've had a couple canoes, but every canoe that I've ever had was a Rough Rider. I had two of the full-sized canoes as well as two of the little small mini ones. I believe Case calls the mini one the baby butterbean, but I always really liked that pattern. This one has a master spear point blade, as you can see, with a very nice looking long pull. S&M on the blade. I'm not sure if you can see it. Schatt Morgan. Two-blader. This has a little pen blade. This is 42 out of 264. So it must be how many were made. Great looking knife. Beautiful knife. If you're interested in knowing what I traded for this one, I traded a GEC 25 Barlow goldenrod jig bone for this one. And here we go. Here's what got us talking, because he saw my video and he said, you know, I have one in jigged bone that I would let go for the right circumstance. And yeah, I traded him a Northwoods Big Bay red burlap micarta for this knife, but that's okay. I love that knife. That knife spent a lot of time with me, did a lot with me. Knife has a lot of history. I know it's going to a good home. Let's go ahead and get into this one. Very cool. Of course, I have the Cocobolo, or not the Cocobolo, I'm sorry, I have the Gabon Ebony. This is from the Tidiute lineup, and this one is from the Northfield line. Gorgeous knife. They call this Autumn Jig Bone. I think it looks great with the brass bolster and cap, and especially that brass bullet shield. He said this one is pretty much brand new. I haven't decided if I'm going to use it or not yet. Man, that's a pretty knife. Really pretty knife. Love that unexcelled down there on the cap. Also has really good action. I was really pleased with the action. I'd say the pull weight on this one is probably about a 7. I have to say this one is, yeah. Very nice. Of course, we have the secondary pen blade I had briefly open. This one doesn't have the triple P on it. I'm not sure why. This one was the Pattern Production Premier. You can see it right here. This one does not have it. All right, guys. Gotten 3 knives in a very short amount of time. So let me know down in the comments below if you are liking the knives that I'm picking up. Yeah, wonderful knives. Thank you very much, Paul, for the trade. I really appreciate it. Where's that slip you made? Yeah, don't forget to give me a like, give me a comment. Hope you enjoyed the video and the unboxing. Let's get this little fish in here. That's going to do it. Paul, thank you very much for the trade. Love it.